Hello again and welcome back to the dirty shop. It is thoroughly dirty as usual, and I like it that way. But people bring me stuff all the time to repair because they know I'm good at fixing things and doing that sort of thing. So they show up with these random things and they say, hey, can you fix this? I need this part, whatever. What I'm fixing today, hopefully, is this Lelane power juicer, and you can assume that I fixed it if you're seeing this video, because if I can't fix it, then I'm not going to bother putting it up. This belonged to a friend of mine, and it broke. She can't find the replacement part. You can find almost any part for this machine except this part, because this is the part that breaks and shuts them all down. And I'll show you what's going on here. All right, so this is the, you've got the blade here, and then this strainer basket, and then the juice catcher on top. And then underneath here, you're supposed to have this, the top of this piece here is supposed to have this plastic disc on it, right? And this plastic disc goes on here, and it threads, it goes through the basket and then threads into the bottom of this blade, and that's what makes the blade go around. Without it, it doesn't work. So obviously these must break a lot, because there's a lot of these pieces on, a lot of Lelane power juicers that are broken on eBay and that sort of thing. So I'm going to try and make a replacement for this part, and if I pull it off and make a decent replacement, I will have a bunch of these for sale, because I'm not just going to make one. If it works, I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. And if you have a broken Lelane power juicer, you'll be able to pick one of these up by emailing me at dirtyshopdiy@gmail.com and get one of these replacement parts that will hopefully make your power juicer work better than ever. So I already figured out how I'm gonna cut this on the machine. I gotta go over and do some programming. The machine's warming up right now, and we'll get this part cut out and see if we can make this power juicer work again.
Warning, this video may contain scenes of extreme untidiness. Viewer discretion is advised.
The first thing I've done on this project is detail what I'm gonna make in a drawing. It's so much easier to be able to just do all your measurements and then work off a drawing than to try and kind of put it together off the measurements as you go. So I've carefully measured everything I can with this really busted part and come up with my drawing. It's going to be two pieces, and the disc of this is going to be 1/4 inch 6061 aluminum, and it's going to have a hole in the center. It's going to be 4 inches of diameter, and then it's going to have 4 little screws to screw it down. I was thinking of making it one piece, but it would be a huge amount of material that I would just have to mill off, and so that wouldn't be any fun at all. So the disc is going to be made out of the 6061, and then the central column is going to be made out of a piece of this 1 inch bar, which will just barely give me enough room to mill all of my part out of it, and I should have very little waste. So now that I've got this all drawn out, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got it all drawn out, and then I'm going to go and cut these parts. Here we go for cutting part one. All right, so I believe I have done it, and I'm going to show you how to assemble one of these things if you happen to order one from me. If I happen to make them and you happen to order one, I'm hoping to have a bunch more done today after I make sure that this one works. So if you order one of these, you're going to have to take your juicer apart. It probably already is apart because it's broken, and you're going to take the top off here, and all this plastic that was on there, the original one of these, you're gonna have to break it all off. Do your best to break it off clean as you can and get all that junk plastic out there, off of the thing. And there's a little groove here. It's gonna have a little bit of left in it, and it shouldn't matter a whole lot if there's a little bit left in there, but try and get it as clean as you can. All right, and then I need to put this together first. So I've got the new flywheel disc and the hub, and these will come assembled. I'm gonna assemble them for you before you get it. So we'll stick this together really quick. It's these 4 little screws here. If the whole thing had been made this strong originally, it never would have happened. Super precision parts on a fairly non-precision machine. Okay, so that's all put together there. So you're going to take this, and it's gonna come with an Allen wrench right here, and the Allen wrench will fit in these 2 little screws in the side. You see there's a set screw there, there's a set screw there. Those are the ones that are gonna hold it on the machine after you've got this assembled. So we're gonna back those set screws out. They'll probably come backed out already. And now the hard part here is getting this to fit back down on the square. You can see there's a little square here, and there's a square on top of this piece of brass. And you need to fit this down so it sits all the way down and over that square. So you've got to get them lined up as best as possible. And it's going to be a little bit snug. Oh, I hit it the first time. Amazing. All right. So now it's down over the square, and then you're just going to tighten the set screws. And the set screws should go in until they're flush with the outside of this, or maybe a little more, because you want to make sure that they don't hit the basket on top. All right, now we're going to plug this in and give it a test spin. All right, now that we have this on here, and me being dumb for a minute, I forgot that this has a safety switch in it that keeps it from turning on without the top latch down. So, this is actually not my juicer, it's somebody else's. So to test it, I just pulled up on the handle here a little bit just to. Is it on? Can't even do it. Anyways, it works. We're going to put it together now. We put this piece on top as you normally would. Thread this on here as usual. The whole piece threads together as normal, and we're going to put it back together. Oh. Like I said, not my juicer. This goes over here, that. Then this goes in here. Making sure it keys up on there. There we go. Goes on. Part. Right. I believe that this goes here. And then this. Shut that off. There. All right. Looks like it's going to work just fine. So there you go. That's how you put that together. And if you want one of these, just check my description down here. I'll have my email address in there, dirtyshopdiy@gmail.com or revisdesigns@gmail.com. I think that's what my PayPal is under. So if you see a difference there. And you can get yourself one of these sweet, you can make your juicer work again. Thank you for watching The Dirty Shop. I will see you next time.